Meet Ripon, a Bangladeshi migrant worker who has lived in Singapore for 14 years. He shared how much he earns, what the living conditions are like for migrant workers, and what Singaporeans' attitude is towards him and his friends. I'm Chernov, your insider to expat and migrant worker life. Let's go.
Can you share your salary, let's say, in Singapore?
My salary is very low in Singapore.
Yeah, but how much, if you can share?
It's not even 1,000.
Yeah, so less than 1,000.
Less than 1,000.
And is it like the average? So the average salary for migrant worker would be like something like 800, 900?
Yeah, it's most the average salaries. I think if I go on to the percentage, it's very difficult to say the correct one, but more than, I think 80% getting these salaries.
Okay, you get like 800, 900 salary, and then you pay how much for the dormitory?
Dormitory for everything nearly 200 I pay. 200.
And then, okay, you pay this, and you pay what? Food?
My own food.
Your own food?
Yeah.
How much is it?
For me, it's really difficult. Sometimes 300, 400.
Okay. If you like go out, if you eat in a hotel?
If I stay in a hotel, in a dormitory, and I don't really go out, maybe I can. If I cook myself, maybe it near 200 to 250.
What else do you spend for?
MRT, bus, phone bill, Wi-Fi.
How much is left after you pay all the bills? How much is left?
Around 500 or 400 like that.
500, 400. Okay.
Yeah, it depends how, if there is more OT, I get more paid.
Is the salary getting higher, like going up through the years? No?
No. It's really difficult here. I mean, the percentage is very low.
So like your salary is not like every year is going up, up. Same?
Same.
Wow.
Same meanings like, okay, they just given up 10 cents, 20 cents, $1.
What? Oh my God.
In marine sector, this is the way to given. I mean, more than $2. That if you get $2 is highest.
Wow. How many hours a day you working?
8 hours minimum. In between lunch is 1 hour, so 9 hours, including 9 hours.
Yeah. So you free what time? You finish work what time?
It depends. If I have OTs, maybe I finish 6:30 to 7 o'clock like that.
And then what do you do? I know you have a lot of hobbies. What do you normally do?
So I do many other. I create sometime online content.
Okay.
Or I focus on writing, or I do the casework if there is a casework.
And then you do it where? You go back to your dorm?
Yeah, I will go back to I outside somewhere sitting, opening my laptop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like somewhere in the park?
Yeah, somewhere in the park or anywhere.
In a food court?
It depends. There is no specific.
Yeah.
Sometimes I need to meet workers also.
Yeah.
So maybe near MRT or somewhere.
Yeah. And do you have a laptop?
Yeah, I have laptop.
So you like writing on your laptop?
Yeah.
What I know you do poetry.
Yeah.
Can you tell what you write about? What's your poetry about?
No, I don't write a lot of poetry, but
last time you
used to write. So most of I write about. Before I don't write about workers' conditions of this.
Yeah.
So slowly I start to write about it. But before, my poetry mostly on political things or mostly political, or is like humanity or feminisms. It's like something like that trigger me. It's not a specific subject that I write. But at the beginning, I don't write about the worker lives. Very lately, I start to write only.
And do you have any goal? You have any plan that you want to, let's say, I don't know, improve migrant worker life, or like why you write about it?
I mean, mostly migrant workers I always write the articles, and I highlighted all the issues that migrant workers face.
Yeah.
In Singapore, because I do the caseworks, right? So I seen a lot of workers that suffer.
Yeah.
I want to write about all the sufferings there, and I always try to highlight the authorities what's happening through my writing or through directly try to connecting them through emails or whatever.
If we leave a link for it's a website or what?
I mean, I sometimes I write on my social media.
Yeah.
Social media in
so
like
where? Facebook,
Instagram or Facebook.
Facebook. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll leave a link so if you guys want to check it out, yeah, please do. What's the best things for you about Singapore?
Food.
Food.
Yeah, different type of food. Every kind of foods can get here.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Foods and friends.
Because you've been here for 14 years, so
Yeah.
I guess all your friends are here.
Yeah. I do not have that much communication now. My childhood friends.
Yeah. What you don't like about Singapore, or you want it to be different?
I mean, Singapore so much rules and regulations that unnecessary. So much rules and regulations, especially on migrant workers.
Like what?
Like I can't go out if I want to go out after 12.
After 12?
After 12.
After midnight?
After midnight, I can't go out.
Why?
I don't know why. There is nobody give this reason why.
Maybe they're worried about like safety, something, crime.
Singapore. That's a joke. That's why I said always authorities knows more my well-being than me.
Yeah. Anything else that you feel that
Yeah.
the rules are so strict? Anything else apart of this one?
There is many things like maybe the salary of migrant worker can be better, get better.
Yeah.
Working, also the dorm condition could be better than this, and more migrant worker they can feel that Singapore is like their second home. That many of them really do not have friends and don't enough time to living their joyful life here, because most of the time works after that in the dorm.
What's the attitude towards you from Singaporeans?
I have many friends who is Singaporean, and it's not just called really friends. I know how it's not many Singaporean have friends who are migrant worker.
Yeah.
Also migrant worker do not have that. But to making all these friendships, I need to go through many ways and I need to explore many things here, and then only I can able to get it.
Yeah.
So it's not easy. And how normal Singaporean thinking about workers, also what migrant worker is thinking about Singaporean is totally different.
Yeah.
So there is many kind of myth is there. Okay.
What kind of myth?
Oh, I don't know how Singaporean, but because I mostly hang out with workers, right? So I know, they feel Singaporean actually don't care about their families, their parents.
Okay.
If they're getting old, they normally not touch with their son and the grandchildren. This kind of workers are talking about all this, But I go out with the Singaporeans friends. I saw, even though they don't stay together, they get in touch actually, and they get involved, and infrequently they're meeting also. But the thing is, because workers are not mingling with our local community, they don't know.
Yeah.
What it, and maybe there are many other things that also have that we need to know each other actually.
How you met your Singaporean friends?
Through my social work.
What kind of social work?
I have a group that's called Migrant Workers Singapore that helps migrant workers and talk about migrant worker rights in Singapore here. Also do the advocacy. I have a help desk, MWS help desk, that every month, last Sunday, we organize that help desk, and also I organize few events that culturally, poetry events, and also some. So through this I able to get all these Singaporean friends, because they actually pay interest on migrant worker life. They come to me and help, and also sometimes actually there is a support systems that's not so many Singaporean, but a large number of Singaporean care about workers.
And in terms of visa, so you have like 1 year visa, working visa or something?
Yeah, it depends on how company want to. Some company they they apply for 1 year or 2 years. But in Singapore visa really, work permit, employer can send you back anytime if they want it.
Yeah?
Yeah, they can terminate you anytime.
You're not safe. If they want you to send back,
yeah, tomorrow also they can send back.
Wow, like that, yeah?
Yeah, like that.
Do you feel this pressure that you don't know about your future? You can be.
Yeah. Earlier I was thinking, but nowadays, I mean, I feel like it's a life, so you need to accept it.
Do you have any friends who were like sent like that back to Bangladesh? Let's say you make friends with someone and then you see that they were sent back, or no, or like all your friends stay.
No, many.
Many?
Many.
Were sent back.
Yeah, sent back.
And they some of them, I guess, they didn't want to be sent back. So just
Yeah.
employers say, okay, now
Yeah.
bye bye.
Bye bye. I mean, you just maybe boss angry with you. You want to send back? Okay, send back.
How's the process of moving? You pay someone, some agency, or how you do it?
Normally, if anyone want to come Singapore, if there is a two sector, skills and unskilled. Unskilled is mostly in marine shipyard. And skills came in a construction sector. People can choose both, but if you want to go skill or unskilled, you need to go with the training, like welding, like fitters, pipe fittings, all this kind of trade have there. So need to get trained.
Yeah.
And after that, delegates go from here and they take an interview, and they are the one who choosing who can come here.
Yeah.
They take in the interviews.
So it's it's a Singaporean company or it's Bangladeshi company who organize the whole process.
In Bangladeshi, there is a training center. They are actually train the workers, and Singaporean delegates go from Singapore, or some of maybe they chosen automatically. Okay,
Yeah.
you can go there. It's very complicated, not a process, a systematic process there.
And how much does it cost? Do you pay to come?
It's depend. Nowadays is more like $7,000 to $8,000.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
it's a lot.
So, and basically, if you don't have money, you lock your contract, I guess, and then you pay after. Is it? Or you
For
need
the
to pay
workers, don't have these facilities. And I think for maid have this here
Yeah.
in Singapore. For workers, they loan from their loan shark, or they sell their lands, or they getting from relatives.
Because it's a lot of money.
Yeah,
And
it's
for
a lot of
Bangladesh,
money.
$8,000, I guess. Like,
$8,000, yeah.
It's probably like a year salary or 2 year salary, something like that.
Yeah, near
It's-
2 year salaries.
Yeah.
It depends how what is the salary is here,
Yeah.
and how the overtime, and if no work at weekend, it's not enough for 2 years to cover the all costs,
Yeah.
agent fees.
I also heard that sometimes the migrant workers get scammed by, let's say, someone promise, oh, like you have a contract, you will get a contract in Europe or something like that, and then
Yeah.
pay me 2,000 or something like that.
Yeah.
And can you like share an example?
So of course, migrant workers want to earn. I mean, they want to develop their life here. So they are dreaming a country in Europe. Yeah, they want to go. So few agencies here, actually try to scam them. Okay, I will bring you
Yeah.
to Europe, then give me $5,000, $6,000,
Yeah.
and they didn't get payback. And someone recently who is actually well known, actually like he is migrant rights defender, people call him,
Yeah.
and he gets money from them and never return, and never.
Yeah. And then like $5,000, it's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money, and when media reach out to him, he said, okay, I will return slowly, but I will return. I will keep 20% of this cut because of my admin fees.
Yeah. But never return? Or
The few return. That's
Yeah.
return. But any migrant worker don't want to report it,
Yeah.
because if there is a report, his bosses get to know, and his job in the trouble. So all the scammers are taking the advantage of these
Yeah.
systems.
You mentioned dormitory, dorm conditions. Can you explain like how it looks like where you stay?
In most of the Singapore dormitory, 16 to 20% stay in a room. It depends on room size. So it's like a double-decker beds,
Yeah.
and there is a two or three toilets in the bed, and if there is a kitchen, four stoves, and there is a shared shower. I mean, very small and congested for 16% staying together. And also, dormitory is very hot during the.
Very hot.
If there is no rain, and it's really hard to sleep.
Because no aircon.
No aircon.
And then any ventilation? The air
There is a
flow?
ventilation. Maybe there is a big windows, but it still is hot because the wind flow is not on that direction.
How's the relationships between people, your like roommates? Do you have some tension, conflicts, or it's okay?
Yeah, in a 16% is staying from different places. Of course, there is a conflict.
Yeah.
Maybe the small thing they start to bargain each others. But again, if there is something going on, they celebrate together. So
Yeah. What are the reasons for conflicts normally?
maybe reasons because of the cultures, different places, different culture. Somebody like to stay on underwear. Somebody don't like to see people on underwear.
Yeah, let's say some Muslim.
Yeah,
and
some Muslim, Hindus, and somebody don't like to eat pork, and somebody cooking.
Cook pork next to them,
pork
yeah.
next to them. Yeah.
Wow. What is it for you? Is anything that triggers you?
No.
Oh, I don't like.
No.
No?
No. Nothing. In a dormitory, any dormitory conditions, how they living life, nothing trigger me. Luckily, I'm accepting every. As long as it's persons, I'm okay.
When you have a day off, what do you do?
I sleep until I didn't wake up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless I do not have any other plan.
Yeah.
But mostly I sleep.
Can you recall, like, let's say, the happiest day in your 14 years in Singapore, and then the saddest day in
I
Singapore?
think there is many. Sometime before I used to go Pulau Ubin and spend night there and fire camp, everything with the friends.
Ah. Is it legal?
Is illegal.
Oh,
Legal.
I didn't know.
Yeah, in Pulau Ubin you can do the
Camping. You can do camping.
camping and even the fire you can.
Even the fire.
Yeah, in Pulau Ubin only.
So it's like happy memories
Yeah,
for
it's
you.
a happy memories. But nowadays it's been long time I used to stop going there.
What was the saddest day, the worst day that you had?
I mean, during the COVID, there is the day is passed by on, and I really confined on the dormitory. And when I was dormitory, I can't see outside people.
Yeah.
Until that day, I am okay. When I switched to the another places. I go hospital. From hospital, I go to Queenstown secondary schools, and from there I can see people outside. And on that time, I feel very bad. I mean, and every day in Queenstown secondary schools is very difficult for me. And difficult day for me because from the window I can see people moving freely. Only migrant workers are confined here.
Do you know, like, let's say, I know for some Filipino helpers, domestic helpers, they have this pressure, social pressure to send money back home. Because, like, for example, if they earn like $1,000, and let's say they send like 700 or 800, it's actually their extended family, like 5-10 people, they can survive on this money. So it's a lot of money for a family in the Philippines. So they have this pressure to basically keep working, never stop, always be in Singapore and send money to the family. For migrant workers, or maybe for you, is it the case?
I don't want to talk about this pressure, but this is a kind of responsibilities.
Yeah.
Like if most of the migrant workers are the sole breadwinner here, no choice, need to send money. Even there is no one pressuring.
But then the family in Bangladesh, they expect, if you work in Singapore, they expect you to send money or no? It's like your obligation.
So difficult.
Yeah, I
know Bangladeshis will be very angry with me.
But I'm very curious,
But
like-
it's yes.
Is yes.
Yes. I mean, it's really they don't say it, but they will act like that. But they don't definitely say, okay, must need to send money. But they will give you a reason. Okay, we need to spend money on this sector. We need to have money for this.
And for you, like Singapore, you consider Singapore your home now? Or it's difficult because you can be sent out?
Emotionally attached with Singapore, confirm. Even I wanted to be home here also is not easier. Like maybe in Europe, you stay in 14 years.
Yeah.
They not kick you out at least.
Yeah.
But in Singapore, anytime I can be,
Yeah.
I need to go back, or I can be terminated from here anytime.
Yeah. In Europe, after 14 years, you get The citizenship.
Yeah, citizenship.
Yeah. But here, no. Do you know someone who stayed in Singapore for like 20 years, 25 years, something like that?
Yeah, I know many people. Till now, I know. Few days ago, one of my colleagues that his permit not renewed because he's reached the limit for permit.
What's the limit? What's the rule?
26 years.
Is it the limit?
Yeah, it's the limit.
So you have to leave after
Yeah,
26
after 26
years.
years.
Is there a chance to stay or cannot?
If they paid a high salary,
Uh-huh.
maybe can.
Yeah.
Like a splash or something.
Yeah, maybe change your pass.
Yeah,
And,
change over.
Let's say you progress in your career and become like more like engineering something.
Yeah, maybe
role.
then can.
Do you have any main principles in life? Something important for you?
I think I want to be a great human
Yeah.
being.
What has it been for you to be a great human?
To speak up for people. Then those do not have voice, that they cannot speak themselves.